Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. The weekend is here. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a good one. You know, I've had a ton of boundless energy lately. I've been recovering all week. Um, Nothing bad to say. Love my lady, but when we're together, we end up doing so much because we enjoy each other's company that it takes a few days or so to recover until we see each other the next time. And my lady is going to be coming to see me later on this afternoon, and we're going to go out to dinner and go to a concert tonight and have a good time. But I've been pumping out content like there's no tomorrow. Hey, Joe Shipley. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you doing, bro? Happy Saturday to you. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly, bro? Is it all good? Great to see you, bro. Puts a big smile on my face. I have another great positive topic to discuss here today. We're going to get to that in just a little bit, but I wanted to talk about a few other things before we get to that, including a little bit of an update to what I mentioned at the beginning of my Walking with Purpose stream yesterday on this channel. And we're going to also wait for some more people to get the notification and pop on in if they're around on this beautiful Saturday. I hope it's beautiful where you folks are at. The outside temperature gauge on my car read 73 degrees when I, parked in the parking lot. It is a gorgeous day. This is the perfect day, the perfect weather. Light breeze, and I just feel good. I feel supercharged. I feel energized. And, I feel unstoppable. I feel unstoppable. And a big part of what I do here is help as many people as possible become unstoppable as well. I teach people to love themselves deep within and have positive energy, positive vibes, right? And stay away from negativity, any and all negativity, because all that does is set you back. California Forward Outdoors. Hey, how you doing, California Forward Outdoors? Wonderful topic of a beautiful Saturday, absolutely. How are things going for you in your neck of the woods in Southern California, California Forward Outdoors? It's great to see you here. Yeah, I just love uplifting people and bringing positive vibes and energy your way. While we wait for some more people to pop on in, what California Forward Outdoors says, Coach Eli, doing great. Thanks for asking. Also, great to be here. Well, it's a great pleasure to have you. And California Forward Outdoors, you and I are from Generation X. And no disrespect to the millennials or post-millennials, but the millennials and post-millennials were practically never taught the words thank you, how are you today, how's your day going, thank you, you're welcome, please, right? Those are words that express manners, right? California Forward Outdoors. And part of what I do here on my channel is I help people learn manners if their parents didn't teach them that, primarily the millennials and post-millennials, but even some Gen Xers have some shitty manners, right? Life is all about engaging people, and it all starts by just saying, hi, how are you? Good, how are you doing? Oh, I'm okay, I mean, it could be better, but I'm doing okay. Oh, well, hey, why don't you let me know what's going on, and maybe I can uplift you a little bit, right? It all starts with a conversation, right? Everything in life starts with a conversation that starts with saying, hi, how are you? How's your day going? What are you up to? Thank you for meeting me for lunch. Thank you for being here on my live stream. Thank you for whatever, right? We don't even thank people anymore. We take that shit for granted, right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this was a last minute stream I decided to do. Very impromptu. I just had a little time for my lady. Is going to head on over. And felt like walking with you folks. Zero mannerisms. These days, it's all about gimme or a free ride in life without working for it, right? Yeah. Thank the millennials for that, or the parents of the millennials. But here's the thing. Give me a second. Here's the thing. A lot of these millennials now are in their 30s, right? The oldest one is 40, right? The youngest one is 25, right? You would think by now that despite the way their parents raised them, they would have learned to become better people or learn manners and learn appreciation, right? It's a choice they make on how they live their lives and how they want to show up and not show up, right? And I think it's about time the millennials stop blaming others, including their parents, for the way they behave. Your behavior stems from within you, right? And granted, I understand that many millennials and Gen Zers and even some Gen Xers, some people didn't get enough strokes from their parents as a little kid, or came from a broken household, or dealt with a lot of emotional trauma or childhood trauma, right? But it's up to you if you want to continue allowing that to take over your life and ruin your life, or choose to be a better, more positive person. It's a choice. Whenever I hear millennials blame their parents for the way they turned out, it disgusts me. While that may be true, right? What have you done deep within yourself to give yourself a better life than your parents gave you, right? How much do you value yourself? Or when you ask a millennial how much you value yourself, what will they do? Come back and say, well, I don't know how to value myself because I didn't learn that from my parents. Well, come on. The funny thing is, millennials act like they're the biggest smartasses on the planet. Yet when it comes time to calling them out on their behaviors and being in control of their own behaviors and being able to change their crappy behaviors, they don't want to talk about it. They get triggered, right? Not all of them, but many of them, the majority of them, right? That's all about not accepting responsibility. And I'm not going to even blame the parents all for that, because the way this modern world is, that's made things so much easier for everyone, can make anyone lazy and irresponsible, right? So, by the time you hit 25 or 30, despite your upbringing, if you haven't figured out a way to turn your life around and be a better person, then that's your fault. And you're not fooling me and many other people, right? Anyway, let's before we get to the topic here, let's talk about an update to a story I shared yesterday regarding Elon Musk backing out of the $44 billion deal to purchase Twitter, right? And basically, Elon backed out yesterday because he said Twitter wasn't being forthright enough regarding the amount of spam bots and fake accounts there are on the platform. And I call bullshit. I call hogwash, right? And now today, Twitter responds and says basically that they're going to be suing Elon for $1 billion for backing out of a deal that was already in progress. More drama. More drama. More drama to get more eyes on Twitter. More drama to get more eyes on Elon Musk. It's almost kind of like, you know, these big companies and these billionaires, it's almost like they plot this shit just to stir up the drama pot, like fake instigated drama. And it works. Sadly, it works. It sucks, but it works, right? I'm even talking about it, right? Everyone's talking about it, right? Everyone's talking about Elon Musk and backing out of the $44 billion deal. And now today everyone's talking about how Twitter is going to sue him for $1 billion for backing out of that deal that was already in progress. This is just a big back and forth cat and mouse game. This is the kind of stuff that I can't stand. People need to make a decision and stick to it. Don't play games, right? And again, the way that people do things nowadays is all for attention, right? They lead you to believe something so you can tune in and talk about it and make their name more relevant or their company more relevant, and then they back out at the last second, and then that brings more attention to their name or business, right? More controversy, right? Now, I'm only talking about it because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of people doing stupid shit to get attention and get views and get likes and get subscribers. Now, I don't know what Elon would get out of getting more attention because he has all the money in the world, right? But maybe he wants to make sure everyone knows him. I'm sure most people in the world know who he is, but I'm sure some don't. So I'm sure he's trying to, you know, be known by everyone. Maybe he'll run for president one day. Good Lord. I would not want him as president. I'll tell you that. I definitely would not want someone to be a president that can't make a decision and stick to their decision, right? That's wishy-washy, back and forth, right? That's inconsistent, right? Should you be allowed to have inconsistencies if you have all the money in the world? I guess when you have all the money in the world, you can get away with anything, right? Is that the way it works, right? I think it's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. And I think that everyone needs to stop talking about this stupid stuff between Twitter and Elon Musk and just move on with their lives and let them sort it out, because the more attention we give it, the more they're going to feed it, right? And the more money Twitter makes and the more money Elon Musk makes, or, you know, his name becomes more relevant, right? It's one of those electric bikes where you can pedal and it's battery power. Those bikes right there don't give you really any health benefit besides pedaling, right? That's not going to burn that many calories. And if you don't have to pedal as hard when you go up hills because battery power gets you up those hills, what's the point of those bikes, right? It's probably a millennial on it, right? Ooh, I don't need to exercise. Or I can pretend to appear like I'm exercising, but I've got a battery powered bicycle. A battery-powered bicycle. I get it. You can have fun with those, right? But there's no exercise benefit. When I used to ride my bike to school in my younger days, grammar school and stuff, you would pedal and you would get exercise to and from school. That's one of the benefits there, right? Just waiting for those people to pass on by. Oh, and by the way, folks, earlier today, I did another impromptu stream on my other channel, Coach Eli 2, Uncensored Live Streams. And I went over this blog I found this morning. It's fairly recent, like 2 months old, or 2 or 3 months old. And it's regarding people that project their insecurities on social media. And the blog author, who is a lady, titled it, "Stop Projecting Your Insecurities on Social Media." Stop projecting your insecurities on social media. And it was a great quick read, and I put my own spin on it, because if there's any one person on this platform or on social media that probably has more experience in dealing with immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable people that project their insecurities all day, it is me. I've mastered talking about that topic, and I can help you master it too. So go check out that stream I did earlier today on my other channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. The replay's available. Nightbot's sharing the link to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams every 7 minutes in the chat, or just go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. That's youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. All right. Let me reset the chat here, folks, to make sure nothing's frozen. And I'll be right back in a second here. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we should be back live. We should be back live. California Ford Outdoor says, "I worked for everything. Not once did I beg or borrow anything. I was raised to work for stuff you need. I didn't get a free ride to life or freeload under mama's skirt," says California Ford Outdoors. Furthermore, she says, "Women stop dating because men are either into video games or mama's boys." Yeah, you're right about that. The millennials started that trend. I'm not saying that there aren't any Gen Xers that are like that, but it's the millennials redefined that trend, right? And, it's really sad. And again, they blame it on their parents. They blame it on their parents, which, yeah, their parents, probably didn't do the best job of raising them, but these millennials have had information at their fingertips pretty much all their lives, right? And a lot of these millennials that are entitled like this, when you hear them talk on social media, they talk like they're some prolific speaker or something like that. They talk like they're the smartest people in the world, and maybe they are smart. But if you millennials are smart, or come off smart, or know what you're talking about, then why are you so insecure within yourselves? Why are you so insecure within yourselves? Let's get to today's show here, because this is a pretty simple subject. Pretty simple subject. And still, many people either won't understand it or will choose to just not understand it, right? So let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose Live Edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in beautiful, gorgeous, sunny, and perfect weather, Redwood City, California. This is episode number 327. Episode number 327. And the topic today is it really that difficult? Is it really that difficult to live a positive life? Give me one more second. Let me read the chat one more time. All right. We are back live. Let me rephrase the topic as stated in the thumbnail and in the title section. Is it really that difficult to keep a positive attitude? Is it really that difficult to keep a positive attitude? I've been going hard in the paint with this topic lately, or similar topics, because I really want to get each and every one of you to understand that you are truly in control of how you show up wherever you go and whatever you do, right? You're fully in control, right? It is your choice whether you want to have a positive attitude or a shit attitude, right? It is your choice how you want to respond or react to things or not, right? And if you get to the point where I've gotten to, very happy deep within myself, and I'm happy with myself, and I'll even go as far and say this: I love my woman, but I am happy independent of her, which is why I'm happy with her and why she's happy with me. You got to understand, happiness stems deep within you. You've got to be happy with who you are as a person, as a human being, before anything else can make you happy, or you can make someone else happy, or you can share happiness together, right? And that's what a lot of people either don't understand or don't seem to want to understand, right? But like I was talking earlier today on my stream regarding, social media and people projecting their insecurities on social media, right? A lot of people on social media, which is what I'm trying to say, are completely fucking phony, right? And here's the thing, out here on YouTube, for example, everybody wants to be a successful YouTuber. Everybody wants to trigger the YouTube algorithm, make lots of ad revenue, super chats, super stickers, memberships, right? All that, right? Donations, PayPal, Cash Apps, and everybody wants to be famous, right? Everybody wants to be famous. Let's be real about that. Everybody that's on here, that's running a channel, wants to be successful and famous, right? For the most part. I'm one of the few that doesn't want to be famous or doesn't care whether I'm famous or not. Let me explain to you why. Because what I do out here on YouTube is not for fame or glory. It is what I enjoy doing. I love helping people. This is the way that I can reach a large amount of people and help a large amount of people. California for Outdoors says, I spoke to a friend. The friend was saying that women these days don't cook. I told her they don't do laundry or clean. They just want to marry a rich man for a free ride in life. Well, here's the way I look at that, California for Outdoors. I don't expect a woman to be, as submissive as they used to be in the days of traditionalism, but they should still be submissive 70 to 80% of the time, right? And I don't expect a woman to do my laundry and do all the things, wash the dishes and all that nowadays. What I do expect is for her and for I to equally share in the household responsibilities and take turns doing laundry and dishes and all that. It's not about just saying, okay, babe, I make the money, You make less money than me, you have to do the laundry, you have to do the dishes, you have to do everything. All the household chores are on you, right? Now, the woman I'm with right now, wow, there's a big fire over there. There's a lot of black smoke. I bet I'm gonna smell that when I get closer there. That is some thick black smoke. I'm sure we're gonna hear some fire engines, some sirens in a bit. I don't know if you folks can see that. Oh boy. So again, you know, I feel in the modern world, both men and women should equally share in the responsibilities of everything, 50-50, right? And both the man and the woman should do the best they can to have a similar income, so everything is as fair as possible. I agree 150-50 in the relationship, as well as sharing the cost in the household and sharing responsibility. Right. Now, here's the thing. Like with my lady, okay, you know, I've made more money than her in the past, and even now, you know, I've got my investments and all that from the past when I made my money. You know, I've got more income coming in than her, but I respect her. She still has her own money, and even though she doesn't have as much as I do, you know, I would still be willing to take care of her and make up the difference, because she takes care of me in other ways, and she really loves me, and she goes out of her way. She literally tries to move mountains each and every day for me. And I don't even ask her. I don't ask her for anything, right? As a matter of fact, when she tries to do things for me, like, I'm not used to that. You know, I'm used to doing everything myself. And now this woman wants to do everything for me, because I've also been there for her in other ways, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And yeah, sure, you know, most of the time we go out, I pay for the dinners and stuff, but she offers all the time. And I think what it more so has to do with California Forward Outdoors is the attitude of the man and woman. But in this case, you're talking about women don't want to do anything nowadays. They don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, they don't want to do any of that, right? Okay? I think it all depends on the attitude of the woman. Like, if a woman is a good woman and really loves her man, she would be willing to do anything, any of the household chores and responsibilities, and support her man. On the flip side, a man should be willing to do the same thing and help his woman. They should each help each other out on things that were once known as traditional gender roles. Traditional gender roles, in my opinion, I don't think they really are as important as they used to be, because both men and women, you know, are independent nowadays. They have equal rights. Women and men are working, yada, yada, yada. So now it's about sharing everything as equally as possible. Now that fire must have been put out pretty quick, because there's not as much thick black smoke. But you can see some smoke up there. I don't know if you can tell, at the top center of your screen there. Just a second, folks. So let's get back to the topic here. Is it really that difficult to have a positive attitude? Okay. Is it really that difficult? No, it is not. It is absolutely not. So why is it so hard for people nowadays to keep a good attitude? Because a lot of people are jealous, they're lazy, And when I say they're jealous of other successful people. And maybe they've tried to gain success the right way initially. But when it doesn't happen quick enough, people do stupid shit to reach success. That's what they do, right? And for example, I've been talking a lot about social media lately, and how do people make money and get a lot of attention on social media quickly? Now, there are people that do it right. They put in the time, the hours, the years, the effort, everything, right? And they build something sustainable, right? But many other people will gain some quick fame and make some quick cash and and build a quick, large following, right? And how do they do it? They have a shit attitude. They instigate drama. They instigate. All right, we're back live. We are back live. I got cut off, sorry. Like I was saying, a lot of these people they pretend to have issues. They create fake drama. Why? Because it creates controversy, and controversy is what typically gets anyone and everyone to drop everything and tune in, right? Give me a second. There's a lot of wind. I'm hitting right on this corner here. My apologies, folks. All right, we should be good now. And so what happens? These people play a game just to gain fame, right? And then what happens? These people gain an audience of people that love this stupid, cringy, fake, instigated drama type of content, right? And they're attracting, the most horrendous people in the world, the most immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable people, right? They're attracting the lowest of the low-life scumbags, right? And then they leverage those people for a little while, right? Some of those people may donate a little money or whatever, right? But what happens after a while, right? Those people have nothing more to give that creator, right? Again, it's not sustainable long term. And even if you are a good, positive person, if you pretend to be a shitty person and create shitty content just to get attention because you feel you can't get any other way, people are going to assume you're a shitty person, even though you may be a decent person in real life, right? A lot of people have built their online businesses on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and other social media platforms, Instagram and all that. They've built it all on a lie. They've built it all on a lie. They're pretending to be something they're not. They're instigating fake drama, right? Or they're pretending to be something in some other way so it'll bring value to them selling whatever product they're selling, right? And they coerce and manipulate people into buying their products or getting people to donate. Or they'll lie and say, okay, this is a donation for a good cause, and then they pocket the money, right? That's called a scam and spam. Spams and scams, right? Totally against the terms of service of all these platforms, including YouTube, right? And those people, it's difficult for them to keep a good, positive attitude. Even though, hey, maybe deep within they're good people, but they found a loophole in how to penetrate the algorithms of these platforms and how to make money from people. They found a loophole, so now they're getting used to that loophole, right? And they're making more money than they've ever seen and getting more views and likes and subscribers than they've ever seen or ever thought they would see, right? And they get hooked on that, right? And even if they try to turn it around and create positive content more along the lines of what they're truly good at, their traction dies. So they go right back to doing the stupid shit, right? It's a vicious cycle, right? I'm going to reset the chat. I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. I'd have to say it is difficult keeping a positive attitude when you're pretending to be something that you're not just because it's profitable and it's because you feel it's the only way for you to gain traction on social media to monetize it, right? And, I've seen some channels out here on YouTube, right, that were not drama channels initially and basically got caught up in drama and then completely turned their channel into a drama channel when they were supposed to be some other genre like true crime or something like that, right? And then they would keep saying, hey, I'm going back to my regular content. And they never would. They would keep feeding in the drama. Why? Because they got a bigger audience and it made more money, right? But like I said before, I'll say it again, it's not sustainable long term. And one day your audience will get tired of hearing the same old shit, right? And these drama channels have to do stupid things and say things that are completely against the terms of service. So if your audience doesn't leave you first or get bored of you first, YouTube will eventually shut you down, remove you from the YouTube partner program, shut you down, etc., right? It's almost kind of like you're a double agent, right? Oh, I'm a really good person. I'm a really good person. Well, if you're a really good person, then why don't you show us how good of a person you are and eliminate stupid drama and create some real content, right? Why don't you show us what you're really made of, right? Why don't you show us what you're really made of, right? I'll tell you, folks, I've been on social media for probably 15 plus, almost 20 years, almost since the inception. Social media has been around, I guess, almost 20 years. I've been on it for almost 20 years. I didn't get on it right away. A few years after most platforms came out. But I've been on these platforms since like, 07, 08, 09, right? And I know YouTube started, I believe, in 05, something like that. So, got on to YouTube a few years after that. I still have my other channels that were more personal channels, but I didn't actually become a full-time real creator until about 5.5 years ago. Give me a second, folks. I'm going to go up to the observation deck. And I'll tell you folks, I'm not going to go into great detail, but I've experienced so many unbelievable things I thought I would never experience, or I never thought could happen on social media over the last 15 years. It's amazing to me, how different people's behavior is on social media than in real life. And I keep coming back to this platform here, YouTube, because everybody wants to be a YouTube star, right? Everybody wants to be a YouTube star, right? Okay. Everybody wants to be YouTube famous and get donations and all that, like I was mentioning at the beginning of this show, right? Okay. If that's the case, then why do so many people on this platform reuse other people's content improperly, right? There's a proper and improper way to do that. There is fair use, right? There is fair use doctrine, which allows you to use small excerpts from people's content for educational purposes, for commentary, etc., right? But what fair use doesn't allow you to do is, use someone's entire content, right? All the time, right? And I know that this has been an issue on the YouTube platform with many creators, including myself, right? And, I finally tackled this issue because I've just chosen to rise above this and to be happy, right? And to remain happy no matter what. And whatever is meant to be is meant to be, right? But, I chose months ago, and I just said, hey, anybody want to rebroadcast every one of my live streams or videos or whatever, I'm not going to flag you down. Man, that's the third time. Got cut off today. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. So like I was saying a second ago, I have not looked into if anyone or multiple people have been rebroadcasting me. I gave them my blessing, right? But I can only assume that based on the numbers, people are probably rebroadcasting me every single time. And here is the thing. I'm going to put this out there again. Like, to those of you that are putting in that amount of time and effort, is it something that lucrative for you to where it justifies the time and effort of doing this? Because I'm sure the amount of time you put into this to rebroadcast me there, and there are several people that could be doing it. I'm not, talking about any one or two particular people. There are several people that have rebroadcasted me, right? But what I'm saying is that, have you made enough money to justify the amount of time it's taking you to do this? And I don't even talk about any drama stuff. I do my own topics. So doesn't my content bore your audience? So I really don't understand the purpose of people doing this, right? And again, I'm not upset. I'm not triggered. I haven't addressed any trolls, and I'm just talking about this for example purposes. I'm just saying to these people that do things like that, whether it's to me or somebody else, right? Does this make you happy? Does this make you feel like you're accomplishing something? Is it your purpose and your life's mission to rebroadcast all of my live streams from beginning to end and spend all day, every day doing commentary on my live streams? Is it that valuable to you? Do I define your purpose is what I'm asking. Am I your purpose? I mean, those are valid questions. They are, right? Again, carry on. I'm just asking some very valid questions here. Now, don't worry, I'm not looking into these answers. I'm just putting this out there for example purposes. I'm not responding to any community postings. I'm not watching any videos. I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting it out there. Because I'm talking about, is it really that difficult to be happy? Is it really that difficult to sustain happiness, which is what I'm trying to say. Let me reset the chat real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. Is it really that difficult to keep a positive attitude? Right? A lot of people may ask me, hey, Eli, people have done a lot of things to you on YouTube and other social media platforms, and do you feel it has hindered your success, hindered your growth? Yeah, I used to allow it to hinder my success and growth. Now I'm in control of it. Now I've turned it around, and I'm growing with the right audience, with the right people. It's been a slow process, right? Right? And see, when you have, a big group of haters, and everybody has haters, right? And what do haters do? It's not just me. I'm not just talking about me. This is in general. I've seen many other creators on YouTube and other social media platforms talk about this. They have a large group of haters that conglomerates behind the scenes on Discord, and they target these channels to try to get them taken down. They flag every video, even if it's not flag worthy, right? And they do whatever it takes to hinder your progress and success. And why? Why do they do that? Because they're jealous that they can't do what you do, right? Because they know if they just left you alone, you would run with it, right? That's the thing. They know if they just left you alone, you would run away with it. And they don't want you to do that because they're jealous of you, right? When people constantly talk about you or try to come at you, they want to be you. That's the bottom line. They want to be you. They see value in you, even if they say they don't. If they didn't see any value in you, then they wouldn't be talking about you all the time, right? Folks, I'm going to go off the air for a second. I need to use the restroom. I'll be all that I've experienced, right? It used to be. It's not anymore. It isn't, right? Because here's the thing. I know that everyone's day and time will come. My day will come. Because I keep pushing forward each and every day, no matter what, right? And other people that are trying to hinder my progress and hinder my success, their day will come too, right? Their day will come where their audience will get bored of this stuff, or they won't make as much money as they did initially. Something's going to change to the point of where their day will come, right? And the difference between myself and people that are trying to hinder my progress, I'll just speak from my experience. Okay, other people go through this too, but I'm just speaking from my experience. The difference between, my day coming and their day coming is that my day is sustainable and theirs isn't, right? Because there's no way in hell. Let's just put this out there. There's no way in hell that people will continue, for example, in my case, rebroadcasting every single one of my streams for the rest of their lives. And if they do that, wow, God bless you. God bless you. Because again, at some point, you're going to be doing it at the cost of your own pocket, because it's going to cost you more in your time than any money you're going to make. It's not sustainable, right? So that's why I'm happy within myself, and that's why I keep a positive attitude. Because I know my time will come. Right? But it's not easy. It always hasn't been easy. Because you have to learn how to handle these situations by experiencing them first and learning to identify what happened, right? It's almost like a wild goose chase, right? It's almost like a wild goose chase between people that are haters on social media and the people they hate on, the positive content creators, right? It's like a wild goose chase, right? And each side's trying to outsmart the other side, right? Right? I'm not trying to outsmart anyone. I'm just doing my own thing, right? And I'm just sharing with you folks that regardless of what happens to you, you just need to ignore everything, right? You need to remove any and all negativity, right? And just focus on yourself. See, you know why stuff like this doesn't bother me? Because even though a lot of people have abused my content over the last 5 years on this platform, still to this day they do it, right? I'm still getting more views than most people in my position. There are other coaches out there that I'm subscribed to that I met through networking on YouTube years ago. And they're literally only getting 2 to 5 to 10 views per video or stream. And they've been doing it just as long as I have, right? So even though I'm only getting 100, 150 views per video, sometimes less than 100, maybe I get 80, I've already crossed one threshold, right? And I'm going to continue crossing other thresholds. And eventually it's going to get to the point of where it's going to be so sustainable that, when people try to abuse my content or hate upon me, it's going to be, canceled out by so many more positive and supporting people, right? And that's what I want to help you folks better understand, right? My lady is like flabbergasted by what she's seen on YouTube. She's like, the drama I've seen on the entire YouTube platform makes the drama on my family seem like it doesn't even exist. Let me repeat that again. My lady even said the drama that she's seen on YouTube is so flabbergasting, right? She's so flabbergasted by it, right? That it makes the drama within her family seem like it doesn't even exist, right? And, my lady's been kind of saying, babe, you don't react to any of this. I mean, how do you keep it so together? Well, I used to not keep it together. I learned from that, and I learned how it affected me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and moving my business along in the right direction. And I learned to just let it go and not let it get to me. And I'm trying to get as many people to learn that and handle things in that way as well, including you, babe, right? I see my lady every now and then when we get some trolls coming in the chat, she'll say, oh my God, this is ridiculous, right? And I try to tell her behind the scenes, I'm like, don't even respond. You just responding and saying that is giving them the notoriety they want, right? Just ban them and ignore them and move on. Let's focus on our content. The reason why I'm talking about it now, it's part of this topic. When I'm talking about this as a topic, a specific topic, or integrating into the topic, that's a different thing. I don't consider this feeding into anything. This is, for example, purposes. But yeah, my lady is like, this is ridiculous, right? And she had connected with so many people on this platform through me and through my channel, right? And every single one of those people, she felt she was let down by. And what I tried to tell her is this, is that the people that we've been associating with, they're not the right target market. Now, everybody needs help, and she feels bad for a lot of these people, and she wants to help them. But I've been trying to tell her, look, babe, you can't help people that aren't open to the help. You can't help people that are not willing to participate in their own rescue. And you cannot help people that are very immature and insecure. Right? Okay? If somebody is just acting immaturely and they have other issues besides that, you cannot help immature people. Immature people are not mature enough to be open to help, right? So when someone's immature, they're just playing games and they're using you as part of your game and they're taking you for granted. You got to let them go. That's what I've been trying to teach my lady when it comes to YouTube and social media. And same thing in real life. I mean, the same principles apply in real life, right? And I also tell her this. You know, there are other channels rebroadcasting me with 40 people watching me there, right? This is what at least it was in the past. Maybe it still holds true to this day, right? I take that as a term of endearment because here's the thing. I told her, my lady goes, doesn't that bother you? Why won't you flag them down? I said, it's not worth it, right? They'll say it's fair use and they'll win. But quite frankly, they're actually doing me a favor. She goes, how are they doing you a favor? Well, all those people that are watching my show on someone else's channel, they were here once on my channel and they got banned for projecting. The same shit I was talking about on Coach Eli 2 earlier, right? And those people were never going to donate one time. They were never going to use my services. And all they did was project and distract the chat. So quite frankly, I told my lady, I said, look, let these people rebroadcast me and serve my content to a group of people that hates me so much they love watching every single minute of every one of my streams. Right? I've never seen anything like that. I'm like, that's a term of endearment, right? Any which way you look at it, here, rebroadcasts or wherever, if you have people watching you, whether they love you or hate you, obviously, you've got, something that they want, right? You've got their attention. They're interested in what you have to say, good, bad, or indifferent, right? But again, I want to keep it all positive here. So, hey, if they're going to go elsewhere and talk shit about me all day and someone else wants to serve them up that content, go right ahead. You're doing me more of a favor, right? Yeah, the only thing that's happening is, you're taking away some watch time. And Coach Eli 2 would have been monetized already, but it's almost monetized anyway. Here's the thing. My whole thing, this is what I try to tell my lady. My whole thing is going to be getting monetized while being simulcasted by 3 people daily, right? So I've got everyone simulcasting me, yet I'm almost monetized on my secondary channel with 4,000 watch hours in less than 2 months. without most of the people that would have been at least watching these streams on my channels and giving me watch time, even though they're blocked and can't chat, right? And see, that's what makes me feel good, right? I'm doing this regardless of what's happening. You see, you folks have to rise above this and move on and look at the bigger picture, right? I've been trying to share with my lady the bigger picture, right? And you know, my lady got emotionally attached to many people that she met from YouTube and social media. And I would try to tell my lady, be careful, I'm an expert on this stuff. And I've been taken for granted. They're going to take you for granted. You give them an inch, they're going to take a yard, right? I keep hearing things. That fire is out over there. You give people an inch, they're going to take a yard. And I've gotten to the point where I've told my lady, hey, look, if they're not going to pay us, we're not going to talk with them. We're no longer giving the farm away for free. So, you know, this month, July 1st, effective July 1st, no more freebies. That includes people we were already in progress of helping for free. We cut that all off, right? And what happened when we did that? Those people that were cut off, they started behaving erratically, right? Because now we're feeling that we're being taken for granted, and now we're saying, hey, look, if you valued our help for free, then you'd value it and pay us for it, because time is money. I'm sure you'd want to get paid too, right? See, you know, when people don't value what you do monetarily, they're not going to value what you do for free, right? So it's not worth associating with them, right? And it's been difficult for my lady to remove herself from some of these people because she gets emotionally attached, and she's like me. She has a save the world mentality, but we can't save the world, baby. We got to let these people go and let them figure their stuff out on their own. Let them figure their stuff out on their own, right? Sometimes my lady will say, you know, these people, you know, some of them haven't really done anything wrong, you know, we should just give them a chance. And I said, baby, you don't know how sneaky these people are. Some of them, right? And again, you know, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? If you can squeeze the milk for free, why buy the cow, right? Right? The people we've been helping have been squeezing the milk for free. And now the cow's out of milk. There's no more milk to give for free. So now, if these people want more milk, they're going to have to buy a new cow. And we're the cows, right? I'm the bull, and you're the female cow, right? I'm the bull, right? And like I said in the past, haven't said this in a while, baby, but one of my mottos is you mess with the bull, you will get the horns, right? You mess with the bull, you will get the horns, right? The one thing I cannot stand is being taken for granted, right? And I've learned to not allow people to take me for granted anymore. But other people that I'm close to haven't learned that yet, and I'm trying to teach them that, because when it comes to running a business like this, you got to stay focused and not let people take you for granted. Right? A lot of these people, you know what the funny thing is? And a lot of these people think I'm stupid, right? A lot of these people don't think that certain people that we were still connected with this one particular group weren't trying to get to my lady to get to me. Come on. See, my lady, no one knows who she is. I've been very careful. She's been very careful. Right? And people have kept on trying to get to my lady to get to me, right? They don't even want my lady. They want me. What they want is they want me either off of YouTube or they want to make money off of my name and leverage my name, right? And leverage the traction I built. See, here's the funny thing. I say this with loads of humility, but all these people that now rebroadcast me today, I had a bigger audience than all of them initially. These people were just on YouTube longer and they learned how to play the game on YouTube better, right? And all these people, no disrespect, I'm not even trying to take the credit. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. All these people would be nowhere without me, right? So here's the thing. What I will say to all of you, and you can all argue it any which way you want. I don't care because I'm not going to hear your argument because I have better things to do later today and tomorrow. And, I'm moving on. But the bottom line is, all of you have your spotlight and traction on YouTube because of me, because of my traction, my name, my likeness, etc., right? That brings all of you together. Without me, what would you folks be doing? Twitching your thumbs, right? And here's the thing. I'm really glad as a coach, I was able to help you. You see, you folks don't even realize how much I've helped even you folks, right? Coach Eli's helped everyone, and I helped everyone for many years for free. No more. No more. Right? Give me a second. Got some kids, a husband and a wife coming. I'm going to pull off to the side here. Got 7 in the box. 5 thumbs up. Hope you're all having a great Saturday. And so here's another thing. I could sit here and talk about these things that, I really don't want to talk about. Things I've been through with, drama people and people that are haters and trolls and stuff. I can sit here and talk about this. And once the stream is done, turn it off, get ready, hang out with my lady, and forget it ever happened. Because for me, there's nothing more to say after this. If I share an example like this occasionally, I'm not looking to trigger anyone. I'm not looking to feed into anything. I'm not looking to go back and forth with anyone. I'm just stating how I feel. I'm stating what I've experienced, and relating it all back to the original topic. Let me reset the chat, folks. I'll be right back. All right, we're back live. 8 people here. 5 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up, folks. Please smash the thumbs up. Please also share this out on your community tab. Share it out on social media. Please also subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications if you haven't already done so. Here on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Also subscribe to my secondary channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. That's Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. Nightbot's been sharing the link every 7 minutes, or just go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. Is it really that difficult to keep a positive attitude? It can be if you allow it to. And it can be until you learn from past experiences, right? And an example of that is I had to go through a bunch of things before I was able to really understand what was happening in those aspects of life. Okay? Before you can allow yourself to move forward and always keep a positive attitude regarding everything, no matter what happens, you have to go through each of those aspects of life first. You have to go through the ups and downs. You have to go through the roller coaster. You have to allow the roller coaster to burn you out, to wear you out, to the point of where now you realize the effects of letting this shit get to you. And when you realize finally what the effects of this shit does to you, then you'll think twice before feeding into it and not keeping a positive attitude. One of the main things that has kept me in a positive attitude for the last several years out here on YouTube, despite what happened in the past, the first 3 years when I became a full-time creator, is the fact that I just don't want to ever be as drained and get as sick as I did back in those days. It was the worst feeling. I had many panic attacks. I don't have anxiety or depression, but on many occasions I had severe anxiety and depression. I'm not clinically diagnosed with it, but that's what I went through, folks. That's what I went through, and it drained the shit out of me. And I never want to feel that way again. And I don't allow myself to feel that way anymore. That's why I always keep a positive attitude. So it's really not that difficult to keep a positive attitude once you've been through things. You go through things once or twice. You learn to identify those aspects that aren't good, that drain you emotionally and mentally and give you panic attacks and all that shit and anxiety. And then you learn that you don't want to ever deal with that again. So when you identify that in the future, you prevent it from happening by just ignoring it and keeping a positive attitude. It's probably over 80 degrees now. I feel it's getting a little bit hotter. But that's cool. I'm picking up a little bit of a sweat. Even on the day I'm supposed to hang out with my lady. I got up early. I cleaned my place up. I did my laundry. I made coffee. I did a stream on Coach Eli 2. Now I'm doing a walking stream, getting my walk in 3.5 miles and doing a walking stream. I've had quite an eventful day. I still have energy. And I can't wait to see my lady. We're going to go to dinner and then watch a concert and then come back. And trust me, we're going to snuggle up. That's keeping a positive attitude, right? Here's the thing. When you keep yourself so busy and you have so many great things happening in your life, you have no time for drama. You have no time to feed into stupid shit. I don't even have time to feed into shit, even if I wanted to. I don't want to, but even if I did, I don't have the time for it, right? And that's part of the issue for people that live in a drama world, right? Is they have too much time on their hands, right? If you occupied your time with some other stuff that most people do, you wouldn't have time for drama shit. You got too much damn time on your hands. That's the bottom line. Give me some of your time. I could use it. I'm always busy doing something. Even when my lady's not around. I haven't seen her in 4 days. I kept myself occupied. I've been creating content like it's out of style. Been getting my walks in. Been spending time with family. Been doing many other things. You can do those things too. And keep a positive attitude. Right? And not have a shit attitude, right? How in the world did we just go down to 0 viewers? Now we have 3. I don't know. This thing plays tricks on me when I'm on mobile. Like, I literally went from like 8 to 0 viewers, just like that. That was a glitch. You know what, folks? I believe in whatever is meant to be is meant to be. If you just keep a positive attitude, whatever is meant to be will just happen, right? The right thing will always happen over the course of time. I'm actually getting pretty damn hungry. I have not eaten a thing today. Typically, I'll have a little snack right before I do these walks. Today, I didn't eat shit. I just had a couple cups of coffee. All right. Just keep it positive, folks. Keep it real. Keep it positive. Before I get on off the air here, I'm heading out of the trail. I don't know when my next piece of content is going to happen. My lady and I might do part 3 of the Millennial Show sometime this weekend. I don't know, that might happen tomorrow at some point. So again, just keep it locked to this channel here, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and subscribe to Coach Eli too. Not about sharing the link in the chat. And make sure you bang the bell and select the notifications, because lately I've just been going live on the fly. I have not been pre-scheduling these streams. I mean, at some point I'll probably start scheduling them. I'll start scheduling them again, but right now, based on what I have going on in my life, this has allowed me a little more flexibility. And my lady and I have been working on some things off of YouTube that take time. Plus, I've been working with my mother and brother on some things, and that takes time. And this just has allowed me a little more flexibility. And also, you know, I'm not late if I don't put a scheduled time. I just start the stream when I'm ready to go. If people are available and they get the notification, they can pop on in. If not, they can check the replay if they'd like. Or check out the replay if they'd like, I mean. Bigger and better things are coming to the Coach Eli network of channels soon. Just keep it locked here. Stick around. There are a lot of great things. What I will say is this, that my paid content, my actual membership, members only content, and any paid content that generates me actual revenue per piece of content, I do not give anyone permission to use that. Live streams, simulcasted, no problem. But anyone that uses any of my members only content now or in the future, whether it's a members only live stream or members only piece of pre-recorded content, you will be subject to copyright and trademark infringement. Again, the live streams, no problem. But the members only stuff, I'm putting the hammer down. Just giving you folks a heads up. I'm sure you're all watching right now. You got nothing better to do on a Saturday than sit around with 40 people, 40 mentally and emotionally unstable people on a Saturday that would rather sit here and watch someone they technically don't like than go out and get some fresh air and sunshine. But hey, to each its own, right? No biggie. Get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in a minute. I'm going to reset the chat here and end the stream. All right, no new chat messages. We're going to get them out of here, folks. Have yourselves a great day. See you all next time. And as always, be good to each other.